want to touch on your eclectic career over the past several years. Starting with the No Limit era, and how you first got discovered, or that situation was a part of that brand. How did that happen?
No Limit happened, my career with No Limit happened from me making noise already at home in New Orleans, being motivated off of the likes of me, X, Tim Smooth, MC Thick, Baby T, the Ninja Crew, Sporty T, already motivated off of these people, Most Wanted Posse. And I already had a name for myself locally. Doing shows, I was working with a label, Parental label by the name of Big Boy Records, So I had a single that was hot on the streets called The Baddest Motherfucker Alive. So I was just doing my thing already with that. And Mia was working with Master P, working with Percy Miller. And she ended up working with him, and she had said that she wanted to get a record together with myself and Mac. I thought it was just dope, the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? This woman coming to my mom's crib, come get me, a little teenager, you know what I'm saying? Sitting me and Mac together and say, I want to put y'all on songs, y'all be spitting y'all's ass off, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool, we got together, vibe. Me and Mac met up outside of Mia arranging for us to meet too, and just kind of like vibe, and we he went on his way, I went on my way to write our verses to get on a song with her, and it was dope, man. That was one of the first times I think I was heard on or involved on a No Limit project. Then along came Cain and Abel, some friends of mine that had got me on a project too. They had recently joined forces with No Limit Records, you know what I'm saying? And then then I had a hiatus of record labels. I wasn't signed to Big Boy Records no more. So I was kind of like in a sense of a free agent. I was working with these people. Then I got with an indie label that was, man, they was doing major shit, man. They just booked Death Row down here in New Orleans, brought Tupac down here when he got out of jail. They was doing major shit. But that label had kind of like ran its course, you know what I'm saying, due to the CEO being incarcerated, But before he got incarcerated, I had got with this label, and we had found a mutual ground to work, you know what I'm saying? And they were funding, buying production stuff for me. And they was like, well, look, you're working with No Limit a little bit. It'd be good if we could bring your project through there, you know what I'm saying? So KLC was very, very persistent as far as getting me working a little bit more with No Limit. He felt like I belonged over there, the sound with the production and the voice, of tone and stuff. So, man, first time I went over there, like really, really went over there, like P was there, outside of me doing something specifically, he didn't really care for that, you know what I'm saying? Just like anybody, I guess, you're building your company or you're building your empire, you ain't really with a lot of strangers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the studio, KL, it's just my friend, it's my brother, you know what I'm saying? So KL have me in Studio B, right? And across the Studio A. So P walked in, P opened the door, yeah, what's up? Looked at K, looked at me, what's up? Said, KL, let me holler at you, bro. And he walked off. He pulled the door. KL looked at me. I'll be right back, bro. He let the beat roll. He on the 3000 making something, a Kaya 3000 PC. And he walked the P office, and I heard him a little bit, He must have had some type of communication, then eventually got a little louder, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man, I got my homeboy in trouble coming out here, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't really what I was trying to do, you know what I'm saying? So he came back in there eventually, and he explained to me, home ain't really, you know what I'm saying, ain't really know you like that. And he just, he come in, he just, a stranger kind of sort of, even though you'd already did a couple features. So that was funny. My kid was like, boy, you remember that time? P was mad at me, bro, because I was like, yeah. Ended up being dope, man. Me and P ended up, I think, clicking as mutual businessmen and people that just enjoyed each other's story. And I used to love that about working with this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? We get on the record, that shit'd be like, it's without a question. Let's go. get down, come with it, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Love that about working with P, bro. And K knew it, man. And if you ask me, I think him, me and X, Cain and Abel, list can go on, but those people at that time that was working over there, that wanted to get me involved, that later extended my career to drop #1 albums on Billboard, you know, Desmond Nair, Family and Street Life, you know, to allow me to take my career to another level, to showcase my neighborhood, my city, my culture, my story, you know, my plight, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, where we from, man, you don't really get them chances, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm grateful to this day. I feel like it changed my life, man. I've been through so much, you know what I mean? But, son, been through so much, son. And the music allowed me to showcase it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really been in situations when it was like, you know, just go time. You know what I'm saying? Like, son, on my tunnel vision, my mind bad. This is my target. You feel me? And I like, you know, man, like a lot of people prayed for me, prayed on me. You know what I'm saying? Changed my life. Like, you feel me? Like, and I'm grateful. You know, and like that's what made that music career happen. I think P, Mia, and these people, you know, was hearing my story. You know what I'm saying? Musa, you know, Big Boy Records, you know, my partner, you know what I'm saying? My partner Slick, you know what I'm saying? He incarcerated, man. He got behind me on the music, you know what I'm saying? That boy was like, he could have, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people could have offered me all kind of shit, you feel me? You good with this, you heard me? Let me keep you doing this some more, you heard me? Make yourself some money or whatever. And this dude here was like, you know what, Vato, man, I like you, homie. You all right. Go do that music, Fiend. Do that music, man. Don't do what these other dudes doing, man. And I respect that to this day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Funded me in the studio to talk about this shit. And that made Don't Fuck Around on the Bout It soundtrack. You know, it allowed it to be showcased in a movie telling the story of just this shit I've been seeing since a fucking kid, dog. You know, riding the passenger seat, just seeing shit all my life, you feel me? And like, I got it out. I finally got it out of me, you know what I'm saying? And that boy like changed my life, bro. I ain't never left the studio, bro. That boy P would turn the corner, I was there. You heard me? You heard me? First 5 days there, I stayed up 5 days. Straight. I wasn't sleeping. I don't know what, you heard me? I wasn't on nothing but smoking a little pot, you heard me? I was laying on these shits, you heard me? The foam stuff, the soundproof shit in the studio, catching me, you know, like when I eventually did start sleeping, son, I was laying on that shit, like fuck that. Even if they do start up and I'm sleep, you heard me? And that's what made it, you heard me? I was on so much shit, Ghetto D, 6, 7 songs. This one, I was on everything. Nothing came out on No Limit that I wasn't involved in because I was just like, you know, we got a voice, we could say it, the world about to get it, and as soon as I release it, when we release it, the world got it. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope, man. The sad thing about it was my homeboy went to jail that was financing my career right when it started popping off. I was on Make 'Em Say and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And the record with me, Young Bleed, and P. My career, you know what I'm saying, started blossoming, people inquiring about me. He went in, and when he went in, man, he reached out through some people and got to this label I was with now working because I wasn't signed just yet, and was like, look, I love what y'all doing with Fiend, right? I know what I gave you toward doing a deal with y'all with him. Keep that, man. Y'all sign him. You know, he need to go. And I'm not gonna hold. As soon as he got in jail, bro, that was one of the first things he did. You know what I'm saying? To this day, son. To this day, I talk to him. I just be like, thank you, bro. Thank you, son. You know what I'm saying? Because it changed my life. I promise you, dog. It changed my life. It was getting to. We was reckless, son. I be walking up the street with a garbage bag full of just pounds, son. Like I had a laundry fucking bag, boy. You heard me? I pull up on your block, boy, throw my shit in park and serve your fucking ass all day. You heard me? Like I was a lawn service dude, hit my newspaper, checking on me. Nah, edge that up, you heard me? Just serving, you know what I mean? I would just, son, I'd be on anybody block, St. Louis, and they be, you know what I'm saying? They yam house bumping. I ain't tripping. I need me 2 zones of smoke. I heard his hip with that 5-5. You hear me? I see what you doing. I'm gonna cross over this, go to the next room, get me. Oh, you got a studio here? Man, could you slow down a little, serving something what you doing? It's like a latest verse. You know what I'm saying? I was just anywhere. Son, pull up on anybody block, and nobody but God was with me, bro. I promise you, son.
Now, in terms of the No Limit era and Master P, what's the biggest thing you learned from him or picked up working alongside him?
Working alongside Master P, what I learned is not to be scared to work. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be scared to work. And if that's what you believe behind it, put your money up behind it. You know what I'm saying? You might like some shit, everybody think it's crazy, but if you like it, put your money up behind it. You know what I'm saying? How it come back is on you. If it come back A1, that's you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody will take everybody point the finger at you for how you fucked up. But a lot of people won't point the finger at how you brought it home. You know what I'm saying? They'll want that credit too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned, man. You know, goods and bad things I've learned. You know what I'm saying? But I have nothing but respect for him. You know, I don't like. It's still a mystery to me, kind of like, in a sense, of how we kind of separate as far as working. But at the end of the day, I feel like I went to No Limit University, got a diploma, and went out and started me a business. Like I did, you know what I mean? I feel like, boy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, woulda, coulda, shoulda, what wasn't, I took that as, man, I went and made something out of myself, you feel me? Started FE, you know, Fiend Digital Entertainment, you know, Fiend Entertainment, and went to do other things, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Speaking of those other things, I think, you know, still kind of baffles some people, but how did the Ruff Ryders situation happen after that?
The Ruff Ryder, me being selling Ruff Ryder for 4 years, that happened by myself. No Limit and myself wasn't making music anymore. It just wasn't no communication. I still needed to put out stuff. I was working independently. I just dropped Can I Burn, do Selecto hits. You know what I'm saying? So Ruff Ryder came about by Wendy Day, good friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? Good friend of mine. She saying that, hey, Fiend, I'll tell you like this here. You can be famous, you can be rich. What you want to do? She's like, you can do it independently, put your own money up, and probably make all the money. Or you can sign with a label. You know what I'm saying? And you can probably do it like that. You know, then you ain't got to spend your money. You know? So we tried doing it independently, and we did well. She came on tour with me for a little while. That was awesome. And we did something. You know what I'm saying? We really did something. We got a deal the first week, put out Can I Burn independent project on Fiend Entertainment. I got offered $500,000 my first week out. Invested $108,000 of my own money into it. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't bad. You know what I mean? The first week, you know what I mean? I turned the project in. No paperwork. I turned the project in, no paperwork. They wrote me a check for $100,000 up front here, there. You know what I'm saying? So I was grateful, man. Wendy Day was working her magic and her relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she does, a rap coalition. She assists artists find their way back to their ownership of business if they've been wrongfully done by a record company. You know? So yeah, man, that was good. And then Ruff Ryder, she brought that up. She knew Jay Quattrini, which was a real good lawyer of myself and Beats by the Pound at the time. There was actually, the firm he worked for was over the Princess Diana estate. You know what I'm saying? So we got this lawyer, man, things went well. Got Ruff Ryder, Wide Dean, Siobhan, these people, great people, Keisha, Alima, you know, the Locks, Eve, X, Dragon, you know what I'm saying, Infant Cross, just great people. Got these people, bro. We vibed, I signed, we went to working, and then we had a tragedy within the company and the family. You know, D had gotten into a real bad accident. So this is a family-oriented label, so that's where the focus was at. You know, one of our members of a family down, so that was our focus on him recovering. But the music slowed up because of he was the person that was physically in the studio with the artist, bringing in these people with the Timberland, talking about, nah, I want you to try it like this. He was that A&R, you know what I'm saying, that ear of the street, of corporate, of doing business as double R, that end all say so as far as how's that music gonna come out. So once he had went through this tragedy, you know what I'm saying, we went through this tragedy that would happen to D, we kind of like reshaped with that. We did music, but it just wasn't the main focus until he got well, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with that, man. I went to jail in New York. Stupid shit, son. I went to jail in New York, ended up being able to get on probation, couldn't smoke for 3 years. That was crazy. You know, the not smoking Fiend, that was just, man, I ain't like him. You know what I'm saying? All my people, I remember my dad told me, man, I'm just not fucking with the sober you right now. You know what I'm saying? Man, I miss Pops. You know, but went through a lot, man. In and out of jail, some crazy shit. But still in all, still here. That's how the Ruff Ryder thing happened, you feel me? They bailed me out of jail, you heard me? 4 in the morning, I rode out 100 Center Street, you feel me? It came and got me, too, you know? Shout out to my family, man. My Yonkers, New York, double R family.
Now, being in that situation with like Y and D, what's the most important thing you learned or picked up working alongside them?
Man, what I learned working with D and Y, man, my hustle just intensified, man. It intensified. I got so much respect and love for these gentlemen, man, because they also allowed me to eat independently while I was still signed to them through Interscope. They didn't have to do that, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, they didn't have to, they could have been like, boy, we ain't approve that shit, go sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I see you got a new project, man, you know, for sure. When you get a chance, come out. I want you to work on, we're working on the new styles, we're working on this. Come up and come vibe, you know what I'm saying? Swiss doing this, come out here, you know. I mean, they put me up in a hotel, son, for like 2-3 years. I lived next door to the Late Show. I lived at the Maritania on West 54th and Broadway. I lived there. You hear me? I had a doorman for like 3 years, you know what I'm saying? That shit was hard, young man. They took care of me, man. Like, I fucks with them, son. I was dealing with a lot of things happen, man. Like, a lot of things happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Great experiences, wasn't traded for nothing, bro. Ruff Ryder, No Limit, Big Boy Records. You know what I'm saying? Man, been through some things, Smallz.
And then transitioning from that era into the jet life situation.
Straight up.
How did that come about?
Picture, I've always known Currency. You know, young Shantae. I've always known him because, like I said, I used to cook food in the Calio, you know what I'm saying, as a youngin'. So his brother Marcelo, his people, we already was around each other, and Musa was executive producing music for us, you know what I'm saying. He was a kid, loved hip-hop. His dad owned, you know, some food stores, you know what I'm saying, and he was open-minded, and he liked it, you know what I'm saying. He saw the lifestyle, that's what he was doing too, you know. Getting money, chilling, you know, fast cars, pretty girls, you know what I'm saying, parties. So picture, he got older, Spitter got older, and went to doing music, got with this label, got with that. I always see him in the street, or I see him in the strip club, he'd be like, man, look, man, do something with me, man, for these streets, get me out here, you hear me, man? I used to be like, man, stop playing, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, because he was just, I thought this young kid, but he was always cool, bro. I always just wear these long polos, man. Like I used to be like, he always was clean. You heard me? The homie was clean. I used to always like that about Spitter, man. You heard me? And I always stopped to him for a minute, but I thought he was too young, and I didn't want to really get to, you know what I'm saying? Like get to talking too much to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't know what all I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, he had recently decided to change ventures of whom he was doing music business with. And me and Moose always been brothers, and we were doing Street Customs management. And he was like, well, you know what I'm saying, well, Currency is interested in management. I'm going to go get on the road with him, the Young Money, Cash Money. And they went on the road, just was great things, you know what I'm saying, traveling, them getting out there doing a lot of things. And I stayed here, ending the probation I was on and doing a lot of writing and started ghostwriting. So finally, man, he was like, come to the studio, Spirit be like, say, bro, I'm finishing up this mixtape, bro, just throw a verse on this for me, bro, just, you know what I'm saying? So I threw a verse on it. We dab off, you know, catch some laughs, record, and that'd be that. See him again, he might be in the studio, say, bro, what you doing? Man, you might get another song. Like, no doubt, you heard me? So that's what I kept doing. It was just love. We was recording by DJ Spin Spot at the time, and then Jonathan Bender, shout out to Jonathan Bender and Tracy, you know what I'm saying, for allowing us to record and hook up and do business and things. And finally, man, it went to, before it was Jet Life, it was Fly Society. And I was always there behind the scenes, just making sure they didn't need me for whatever, you know what I mean? They had it covered, but I was there, you know what I'm saying? My guys, you know, ride back and forth, Spit out here doing shows in Atlanta, coming out here to fuck with him in Atlanta, him, Mac Main. And finally, man, things just got going for real. And I had not known I was already on songs here and there, you know what I'm saying? And I got married, right? 2010, and my father had passed, and Musa was like, why don't you just come overseas with us, right? And I was like, cool, right? My father passed, changed my life, right? My best friend, right? Just closed my father's eyes, right? At 3:30 in the morning, and I went to the studio where they was all in the studio, sleep. They just went to producing, just making music. I said I wasn't about to wake them up with this bad news like this, right? They got up, they like, this dude in here, record the vocals, you know, wake it up, got my back music blaring, you know what I'm saying? So I had moved like, man, boy, I could have been till you stopped this shit. You heard me? He said I was too tired, you heard me? So I pulled him outside and I told him what happened. He just was like, he was just destroyed, man. Pops passed. And I recorded vocals, cover vocals and everything. He was like, bro, why y'all like us? Whatever. He like, just come overseas. So me, him, Currency, Corner Boy P went overseas to Amsterdam to judge Cannabis Cup, right? We just bonded, you know, homies, bros, just, you know what I'm saying, overseas. Came back, and and it was like, you know, we just gonna travel, see what happened, tour a little bit, you know what I'm saying, see what happened. I recorded a project to just celebrate instead of being down and out behind my pops passing. I did a project called Tennis Shoes and Tuxedos, and I had incorporated a lot of things that Currency was doing that it seemed like, which he told me he incorporated what I was doing. And can I burn up my independence? I just thought that was just cool for us to bond. You know what I'm saying? And he like, look, big homie, I just was doing what you was doing. Smoking, chilling, and talking about it, right? So I celebrated instead of being down and out when my pops passed, and I created Tennis Shoes and Tuxedos, and I had got what somebody that did the artwork that had done Currency's artwork. You know, I'm gonna go pay this guy, and he could put my vision together, right? So I got the cover. Cover was crazy, right? I was recording music, and the song was dope, man. I remember I got a track from Monster Beats. They gave me tracks for, I forgot who, because I was ghostwriting. But I heard the tracks, and I heard one or two, and I cut vocals to them, and I reached out to them to let them know, I know you gave me these tracks for, let's say, Positive Shop with Jay-Z somebody, but I just want to be honest and say I have cut vocals to them, and I want to send them to you. And if you know you like it, if it's cool, I want to know, could I use a track, you heard me? I remember these dudes like, man, it's all good, you heard me? I did California. Crazy, these dudes sampled like some Western cowboy shit, you know what I'm saying? And put some drums on. Some shit was so dope, bro. Monster Beats killing it. So I rapped in the shit, Corner Boy rapped in the shit. Project came out dope. I got with Currency, got with Musa, sat at the studio, 7412, excuse me, And we going through the project. I just got my SL. That shit was stupid clean. Splitter was like, nah, we gonna just incorporate this, man. Let's sit here, listen to the project, and let's line it up. So I got help. I'm back in that world again of what I did in This Run a Family. Me and P sitting down, lining up this album, right? So I'm lining up the album, and I'm saying to myself, this shit sound dope, right? Then I got another track from Monster Beats, Good Ass Time, right? We got Dash, Dame Dash, the homie's nephew, Keefy in town. He talking, real East Coast, real player on their ass on the track. Deal in the background. It got alive. The album got organic, man. You know what I'm saying? And it gave birth to International Jones. You didn't have to hit a hurt or what I went through with my pops experiencing his 40 years on in the ballroom. These music, these samples was infused, and these people helped me celebrate, right? And make one of the dopest projects I ever did in my life, man. And when you streamed the shit, me, Currency, Moose, we was just walking around the studio, showing the SL. It just put these Lorenzos on there, we just celebrating. And he like, son, you pull up something else? He like, man, pull up something else? Man. He's like, man. He said, I'm gonna get on this. He got on Love and Life. The project was done. You know what I'm saying? And that gave birth to a more working relationship as an artist. Currency, Jet Life, Fiend, Monster Beats, you know what I'm saying? And man, gave me new fans. 13-year-old kids getting out the barbershop chair wearing threes, Jordan Seaman threes and a bow tie, you know what I'm saying? Because Fat Boy slid up in there on this pizzazz on this canvas, this clean canvas, and these cats helped me do that. Man, gave me a new fan base. That's how that came about when we toured and created something stupid, son. Jet Life fan base, Iron Gang, you know what I'm saying? Dope shit.
Now, working alongside Currency, what's one thing you picked up, or as far as like something that you learned?
One thing that I learned working with Currency is that I could respect a person's perspective, right or wrong, and could commend them for just doing them. You know what I'm saying? If your thing is to do this and just put a little twist on it and it works for you, I gotta commend you for it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned. And I embraced his fan base, like his fan base embraced, my fan base embraced him. And these kids is just, I learned to just do you. That much more, you know what I'm saying? Not all the A&Rs involved, all the corporate bullshit, just do you know what I'm saying? And my Twitter game got real nice. My IG game got real nice. You know what I'm saying? Fiend stepped in that digital world more often, you know what I'm saying? I appreciated it, you know what I mean? Got my pizzazz on straight 1K, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, that's what I learned traveling and seeing, just to relax a little bit, enjoy them good Cali trees, make some music, good people, good times, just to be who I am, be who I've been, you know what I'm saying? But you could do it outside the studio too, you know what I'm saying? They got mayhem in the streets, but they got a lot of cool ass people out here too,